Everybody, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Varsami and I'm a Shamanic Astrologer. Today I will be sharing with you astrological information based on Shamanic astrology about the upcoming new moon in Leo that is happening on the 16th of August at 11:38 a.m. Central European Time. That will be Berlin time or 10:38 a.m. London time. So this is a new moon, but it feels like a full moon. A lot of things are rising up, a lot of things are releasing. So if you're watching this video before or after or during the new moon, you might feel already this energy. And of course, such an event, it's an activation and affects us a long time before and a long time after the new moon event. So before I continue, if you are not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can support my work. So this new moon is all about our love relationships. It's all about how we relate to each other, how we treat each other. And of course, if we go deeper than that, is how we treat ourselves, because everything starts from ourselves, what relationship we have with ourselves. And this, of course, is reflected or mirrored to our partners. So let's start analyzing. The new moon is in Leo, in 23 degrees of Leo. Every time we have a new moon, the sun and the moon are together. In this time now, the sun is the ruler planet of Leo, so that magnifies, makes it very powerful, the Leo energy. And the Leo energy is all about expression, it's all about leadership, it's about the inner child, it's about playfulness, it's about our gifts, our talents, our charismas. And of course it's about boldness and courage, because he's the lion, right? Now, what makes this new moon also very, very particular new moon is that we have the moon is doing a conjunction with Venus. So that means that the moon is in very close degrees with Venus. And Venus is retrograde in Leo, and as I said in my previous videos, this is not something that happens very often. It had a couple of years that happened before. Venus retrogrades quite often, but doesn't retrograde in Leo very often. So Venus in retrograde is working together with this new moon and is calling us to really reflect on all these patterns, how we are operating into our relationships. Are we actually repeating the relationships our parents have, and we're having the same relationships? What are our patterns? Where are they coming from? Are they coming from our parents? Are they coming from the ancestors? And of course, are they coming from the society, from all this programming of the pop culture, from the movies, from the TV, of how they show us that we have to actually behave and relate to each other, right? So this new moon, it brings a new energy, actually wants us to elevate on a higher timeline and wants us to teach us about the sacred marriage in us, the union of the divine feminine and the divine masculine in us. And when this happens inside of us, like the serpent, like the kundalini when it's rising, this then can manifest in the outer reality. So we are rising as a consciousness, all of us, the earth is rising, so we are moving into a higher timeline, and this we are going back to remembering of the codes of Mary Magdalene and Jesus brought to earth for us, about sacred union, about connecting with the divine as we, let's say, have a sacred relationship with each other. So it's a lot of these activations happening also before and after this new moon event. I'm sure you guys already feel it if you're watching the video before. So it's a lot of these things coming to activate in us, but at the same time, because of these activations, a lot of things are releasing from us. A lot of old programs, a lot of blockages, a lot of also wounds coming to the surface from the past related of love relationships. So I find this new moon very, very amazing, and at the same time very strong. That's why I said it feels like a full moon, doesn't feel like a new moon. Now let's look at the aspects that the new moon does. So the new moon does a square, a difficult aspect, disharmonious aspect with Uranus. And Uranus is in Taurus, is the planet of change, of awakening, is the planet of how we find freedom. So this alignment talks about change. We really have to change the way we treat each other, we operate, because if we change this relationship with the man and the woman, like the sacred union, the whole world can change. And of course, we have been strongly manipulated to act on a certain way and behave to each other on a certain way, because that's what serves some, let's say, some forces. Now, another aspect that the moon does a trine with Chiron, and this is a harmonious aspect. So this talks about healing, because Chiron is an asteroid that represents our deepest wounds and how we're going to heal in this life. And also Chiron is retrograde, and if you remember in the previous videos I said that Chiron moved retrograde almost together with Venus, and Venus retrograde and Chiron retrograde, they work actually together. So this is also brings a wave of healing and opportunity for us to really face these deepest wounds related to relationships. Now another important thing is a grand trine. So we have the grand trine of Earth. So if you would see the chart of the new moon, you will see a trine, and that is made by Mars, that is in Virgo, Pluto in Capricorn, and Uranus in Taurus. So Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus, they are all Earth signs. So this trine of Earth shows us stability, shows us like security, foundation. So this new moon is helping us literally to re-examine the patterns, re-examine the way we operate in our relationship, and lay a solid foundation. And all of this first question about questioning our values in our relationship, because how have we been programmed related to our values in how to operate in relationships? If you think about it, yeah, mostly we have been programmed by our parents, right? We see them, we see how other people are around them from society. And then if we go more deep into this, how these people have been programmed on how we have to behave into relationships, it's from the TV, it's from movies, it's from all this nowadays social media, like a lot of social media, like pop culture. The woman is like sexy, showing the body parts, the man is the macho, you know, all this kind of stuff. This is the programs. So we have to go beyond all of this. This belongs to the old energy, and this is not serving us. And as we see, if you see around you, how many healthy relationships you can see, if you are true to yourself, how many healthy relationships? Because I don't see many. I can say 1% maybe, and people that actually respecting each other and having this love relationship, not based on economical benefits or status or image or whatever. So we are going back to this, to the real root of why we are relating with each other, and what is to have sacred union first in us and then outside of us. So yeah, it's very deep. I mean, all of these things are really deep. It's not something like, yeah, we can achieve in one day of a new moon, or I think even a lifetime sometimes can be not enough for achieving such things. But we have the opportunity right now, as this energy, the earth is raising the energy, we are rising together with the earth. So we have this opportunity to work with these patterns and really bring the shift, and the energies are moving fast. So we are very lucky because we have this opportunity to change these things fast, when in the past, if we look back to the medieval periods, etc., you will see that this opportunity was not there. Everything was still very closed, very close. So now we have this opening, and it's a great opportunity. So yeah, I will highly recommend to reflect. I always recommend to reflect with retrograde energy, because we have Venus in retrograde, we have Chiron in retrograde, we have a lot of actually more planets in retrograde. So it's a lot of these reflection energy, and it's a lot about what actually makes us shine, what makes us feel good in the relationship, what is actually a healthy relationship looks like, right? Because yeah, some of us maybe saw some people having, but I remember myself in the past, I did never see somebody having a healthy relationship. I was thinking that the toxic relationship is the normal. Especially I grew up in Greece, so it is very, let's say, patriarchal and very traditional. So it's like, yeah, not really balanced, I would say. So yeah, so recommend to reflect on how you've been operating in your love relationships the last years or all of the years of your life. And reflect where all these patterns are coming from. Even our standards, right? Sometimes I think like, we think like a woman is beautiful or a man is beautiful. Where all these standards are coming from? Who put that in our head, right? Because I think that every human is beautiful. You don't have to be on a certain way to be beautiful. You're beautiful already. And that's why we are like all unique, and we're all a unique mix of energies, and we are special, each of us. So, but they makes us think that we all have to look certain way, for men, for women. And then of course we have to match and make relationships regarding this as well. So there are many patterns. I'm just giving you examples to understand what I'm saying, what I'm talking when I'm talking about patterns. So yeah, that's what I want to say. I would love to hear on the comments about how you're feeling about this new moon, what things is rising for you. And also I would like to hear on the comments about what you think about these patterns that I'm talking about. Because they're everywhere. If you open your Instagram, if you open your Facebook, it's like they're everywhere. So I would love to hear about this, and I want to tell you, I read all of your comments, and I try to respond to as many as I can. But sometimes there are many, and I can't respond to all of them. So you have to know that I read them. And yeah, of course, if you want to work one-to-one with me, I have actually an amazing reading. I have created it, I think it was 3 years ago or maybe more, and it's all about understanding your unique relationship pattern and understanding what qualities of a partner will match your soul's blueprint. So I call it Find Your Cosmic Lover, because I really like this, let's say, this destiny kind of thing, right? This cosmic stuff. So yeah, that's why I put this title. So I'll put the link below in the description if you will be interested. You can book a reading with me. And yeah, thank you so much for listening. I'm looking forward to see you again in my next video, and bye for now. Have a beautiful new moon.